We are here with Curtis Hart.
Okay. And this is Because Liberty with Curtis Hart.
And Chris Bornstead.
And we have Ryan Paterman with us right now. And, well, it's been a while since we've done an episode of Because Liberty. We've made a couple videos on the Facebook and posted one on the YouTube.
Yeah. I'm holding the camera, so I'm behind the camera. You guys recording?
But it is, it's been some time since we've made any Because Liberty episodes. And there's one of Chris's dogs.
Yeah.
So, what to talk about first? Well, we're doing a podcast right now. We caught ourselves some more sex predators.
Well, I don't know if you say we caught him, but we stopped something bad.
Well, I got a guy that's sitting in Cowlitz County Jail on $50,000 bail right now. His name's Christopher something or other.
We're updating the last couple of weeks.
Sherman, something like that.
Yeah, this is the guy that you got him to write his two girls' name on his genitals, right?
No, his genitals, it was his member. It was his penis.
Genitals, whatever. His penis.
There's a difference. It wasn't on his testicles.
It was that area, okay. But anyway, so...
Down there, I got... Yeah. So, yes, we got this guy from St. Helens to come up to Kelso and meet what he thought was going to be a 12 and 14-year-old girl. Now he's sitting in the county on charges stemming from that. Kind of outed another one, local business owner. That's all over Facebook if you care to look that up. There wasn't enough evidence to bring him charges, but there's enough evidence to not bring a libel suit against me because it's fairly obvious.
Pretty much.
Especially since he showed up at 2:30 in the morning to get this chick.
And everybody's been wondering what happened with that one, and there just wasn't enough to get him, right? Is that what it was?
There wasn't enough to bring actual charges, but the sheriff said he ain't ever bringing his daughter there again.
Right. So
they said it was odd exactly how much he knew what to not type and what to type, and then he showed up at 2:30 in the morning, about 20 minutes early than what I was expecting. So went out, got another one pretty much the next day, and then Henry Platt showed up. And then I'm not even trying to.
Shall not be mentioned.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to spend too much time on this. You can go on Facebook and just see all that mess.
Yeah.
But we had a copycat. He did catch somebody. The dude got $1,000 bail, and he's already out. Well, he did get somebody. Yeah. And I actually think that the guy that he caught was planning on just snatching the girl, because when he was sending pictures, he wasn't sending pictures of himself. Mm-hmm. He wasn't sending pictures of the vehicle that he was in. He was sending pictures of his buddy. Right. And so, if you're hooking up with, if you're going to hook up with somebody, this guy rolls up and he's like, hey, get in my car. And she's like, you're not the one I've been texting. Right. That just seems like some snatching type material to me, like the guy's, I don't know. Yeah. But then Henry went out and got himself hit by a car. Yeah. Then Henry went out and caught somebody.
Tried to assassinate. Yeah, do we really need to talk about Henry?
No, I'm just getting the people on the podcast caught up.
All right, caught up, yes.
As to and then the sheriff showed up out to my house thinking that I had overdosed on drugs because they talked to somebody on Whisper. Somebody on Whisper called and said that I was overdosing on.
And they sent the entire county. Curtis Hart's OD, get everybody out there.
No, it wasn't the entire county. It was a sheriff. It was a fire department truck, and it was an ambulance. It woke me up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm just like, what the heck. And then, the next day, I find my sign out on Sparks Drive has been painted over with a Trump.
Definitely some interesting assassination on your political campaign here.
Yeah.
Pretty coincidental that it happened right after the whole blow up.
Right. Yeah.
So let's get to what I'm sure everybody's going to want to talk about. And
then so we came. There's that train.
Like clockwork. I bet you it's got coal on it.
Yeah, get ready. Get ready to see, for the coal dusting.
Yeah, get ready for the coal dust.
Everything turned black.
Anyway, okay, so, sorry.
It's all gone black.
All right, so now that we got the train part over.
Yeah, not till it's 3. I think it was 3 blasts.
They're fine, done.
What, is somebody on the tracks? Why do they keep on playing that horn?
They know they're on.
Swear.
They're watching because they understand they're live.
So we came across this document that was...
This is what everybody wants to talk about.
Most likely... came across this document. Do we have the document here with us?
It's in the car.
It's in the car.
Yeah.
No, so we got
it's posted online. For
yes,
everyone to see.
we got this document that basically said somebody had contacted the DOC wanting to set up a sex predator house in a really vulnerable neighborhood with just a ton of kids, like literally right next door to a house full of kids on both sides.
Right. 17 kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah, they wanted a house.
Well, school 3
to the
blocks away.
Yeah,
Right.
You know,
School 3 blocks away, park 2 blocks away. I mean, the neighborhood was just packed with
they
kids.
tried saying, well, it's only level 1 and 2 sex offenders. Yeah, get that out of here because it's not like they can get that raised at any time as soon as they reoffend. It's just a likeliness of reoffending, and that's just by giving some points. So, I mean, I personally, when I was a caregiver, took care of a sex offender who everybody swore up and down he was just fine. He wouldn't be able to do anything. And guess what? No, he eventually did because he's a sex predator, and that's what they do. They reoffend.
Right.
And,
So we got this document.
And so we got this document that said where it was going to be located and the person that was, making these things. What was the guy's name? Matty Gray.
Matty Gray.
And there's his phone numbers on the document. And so we got the document. We made a whole bunch of copies of it. We went out and passed that document out to everybody in that neighborhood, posted it online, told everybody to call all the numbers that are involved with, that document,
Right.
which included Matty Gray's phone number. Apparently some morons started, sending them death threats.
Yeah,
and
I got a phone
don't
call
do
from
that.
From the Long Beach police officer to this afternoon. So Curtis and I drove over and spoke with the officer, and they were concerned because some people were, putting threats online. And
Yeah, so don't be sending nobody threats.
Yeah.
Don't be threatening to do anything to anybody.
appreciate that you guys are calling them and letting them know.
Exercise your First Amendment right. That doesn't mean threaten people or threaten people's private property. Don't be doing that. That's stupid.
Not worth going to jail over.
So
The thing is that we've got local citizens in our area that are hiding behind religion and saying that God told them to help, these predators. So they were going to put a house full of 6 sexual predators into a neighborhood with 17 children.
Because that's what God
it was
wants them to
17.
do.
It was 17 families with children. There was more than 17 kids in the
it's
neighborhood.
more than that. But then there's kids all around the neighborhood surrounding here as well.
And they're kicking somebody out. They're not renewing somebody's leases. Lived there for 13 years.
Right. So they're basically throwing this lady out, who and this is also
So that they can profiteer
to the neighborhood.
Yeah. So they're predator profiteers.
Right.
Is what they attempted until, we put their name out on blast and they're like, their reaction wasn't, that's not what we're trying to do, or that's not me, that must be a different Matty Gray. No, the reaction was, where'd you get that document?
Yeah,
that document's
how
not public.
the people
Well,
found out.
sorry, folks, that document was very public. Says it on the bottom line.
And it was
this
only-
document's public. And you know what? You might want to know where we got that document. It's good to want.
Yes.
It builds character.
Yes.
You're not going to find out where I got the document. I'm never going to give up that source. So good luck with that. Seriously.
But anyway,
Anyways, we got it. That's all that matters. The document wasn't, a lie. It was truthful. It clearly stated that they were opening up a business to house sex offenders.
not
So they
just,
can
not,
make money.
and in this letter, and then the Grays were on the internet today. I mean, every time they said something, they just, totally dug themselves in a deeper hole. We were just going to have level 1s and 2s. What?
It's still sex offenders. And then they tried to say they wasn't going to house sex offenders. It was like, well, that's what the document says.
But either way, because the citizens put so much pressure on them and put pressure on the DOC and expressed their positions, because you guys banded together and took back your neighborhood, they will not be putting that sexual predator house here. And that's good on you guys. That is fantastic that you guys did that.
Yeah, it took them forever to post the proof that they did that. I saw the email from the state was like 220.
220. I mean, they didn't,
they opened up the morning telling you they're going to sue you.
As soon as
you're opening up yourself to a lawsuit. Guess what? Probably not.
As soon as they were outed, they're like, oh no, we're caught. Everybody's mad.
Yeah, and who wants to be caught making money off sex predators? Seriously, that's just repugnant stuff, man. Congratulations on that.
Listen, I understand the idea of being Christ-like and being a Christian and trying to help people, but he was talking like needy people, you know, that are like have no food and have no clothes and things like that.
I ain't getting into that.
You know,
it's more like people that don't have the freaking 9-year-olds.
The Bible is very clear, and I posted the verse on that today. What people do when they do bad things to kids, and it's very clear. You know, don't fucking harm the kids. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
And bringing more of those predators in our area.
Just putting them in danger.
Likely to offend, maybe not. But you know what? Let's not put them all.
Dude, you never know.
Don't give them the opportunity.
Don't give them right.
Yeah.
So, and the police are like, well, it's better if we have them all in one location. No, we don't have to have them here at all.
Yeah, but not here.
We don't need to have
Just
them.
keep on doing this every time we find out about it. And maybe they'll go to a different county.
I totally disagree with what the police said. Better have them all in one location monitored. Right. Is it better does your kid have a better chance of getting hurt by a predator if there's 2 predators in your neighborhood or if there's 35? Probably if there's 35. So I totally disagree with that part.
I agree with some of the things that she said.
I do.
We do have to put them somewhere.
Yeah.
Hang on. Be quiet. We do have to find somewhere for them, but we can put them somewhere like, if you look out in in the Tootle area, they have like a drug rehab area out there. Why can't we put the houses out there in the county where we know there isn't a bunch of kids and a bunch of family members?
Exactly.
Why can't we do that?
Well, because the people that live out in the county, they're like,
I'm talking
not trying to do that.
You know what? Go get some grant money, build a freaking house out there to house some of these people.
I ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, if you don't want them in town, you got to find somewhere for these guys. But we also got to make it that we.
I don't have to find anywhere for these guys.
That we only. Well, you have.
If it was up to me, I would go around and seriously, business owners, you should just, you have the right to refuse service to anybody. You don't have to give services to any sex predators. Just stop selling them food. They're not a protected class. Once they leave prison, they're not a protected class.
Actually, they're subject to discrimination laws. Yeah,
that's terrible.
That's what the police officer said. That's
terrible.
Well, good luck on them getting money to file a lawsuit.
But anyway, so the point is,
seriously, stop selling sex predators food, people. Stop selling them gas. Stop renting them houses.
Right.
Make this place unhospitable for them.
Right.
Quit giving them a place to live. Quit giving them food to eat. Stop selling them fuel to put in their vehicle. Stop giving them jobs. Eventually, they'll not come around because it won't. Like, Cowles County sucks for us now. Instead, of what we got now.
I will have to say that the conversation that we had with the police officer was very good and it was very constructive. Yes. Because she also gave us other issues in our area to talk about where there are concerns at, and we'll address some of those in the future. I don't know if you want to talk to them about it.
I don't feel like talking about it right now.
I don't absolutely know anything about the issue, the new issues that we have.
They're talking about, yeah.
It's a new drug, and there's some also legal drugs that are being sold by some of the 502 stores here that aren't tested for, so people buy those, and it just totally zombifies.
Didn't she say one of them has formaldehyde in it? Not formaldehyde,
arsenic.
Yeah, she sent it down and it got tested and it had some arsenic or cyanide.
I can't remember.
Something you don't want.
One of those bad ones. But anyway, so she says that we also have problems with legal substances, and so, we'll have to do some more research about this because it's new, and then she talked about another drug that's going to be hitting her.
It made it sound like that was the possible, what was that dude on at Safeway was on.
Yeah.
Was something, one of those things. So.
But then she also mentioned to us that there's a new drug coming out of Florida that we have to educate ourselves on.
Flocka. I've heard of that on the internet.
I've never heard of it. But anyway, so we'll learn about that, and we'll, educate everybody about that too. I mean, I'm sure people younger than us probably know all about it, but
yeah.
All right, so I think that's about it for now.
So
this has been Because Liberty with Curtis Hart.
Give you guys a brief update, do a real quick segment for the show, let everybody know that because of your actions and because the citizens band together and took action, you guys stopped a sexual predator house from coming in. Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So they need a round of
Congratulations,
Good job, people. Anyway, so we're out for a little while.
Yes, this has been Because Liberty with Curtis Hart.
And Chris Morstead.
Ryan Painterman's been sitting in here with us. Have a good night.
All right.